This remembrance is the first step of awakening. And once you have glimpsed this inner sky, even for a brief moment, no experience can replace it. The search for external meaning becomes obsolete as the source of life begins to emanate from within. Peace ceases to be a goal and becomes the natural state of being. The dissolution of the ego is not a loss. It is the greatest liberation possible. It is the end of striving to be someone. It is the beginning of being real, of being formless, nameless, without a story. A being that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone, that doesn't seek recognition, that doesn't cling to the past, that doesn't fear the future. This being is the pure expression of the divine mind. It doesn't act out of scarcity, but out of abundance. It doesn't speak to convince, but to share. It doesn't walk to arrive, but because it is the path itself. When the ego silences, the inner Christ begins to speak, and the world listens. It listens not with the ears, but with the awakened heart. It is in this state that the gospel of the divine mind comes alive, no longer as written words, but as an emanated vibration. The presence of someone who inhabits the Christ consciousness transforms environments, heals invisible wounds, awakens ancestral memories. It's not magic, it's frequency, a frequency that dissolves fear, that softens time, that reveals eternity in each moment. This is the legacy that Christ left us, not as something distant, but as a present, real possibility, accessible to all. The prison of the ego only persists as long as we do not recognize the freedom we already are. In the constant noise of the modern world, where notifications vie for attention with relentless obligations and external voices overshadow the whispers of the soul, silence has become not only rare, but feared. However, it is in this quiet space that truth rests, untouched, waiting to be rediscovered. Silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of that which is eternal. It does not represent emptiness, but fullness. It is in silence that the divine mind communicates directly, without filters, without articulated language, without the need for interpretation. It is the sacred ground where all distraction dissolves and the self is seen naked in its own light. The moment the noise of the mind quiets, the veil that separated man from his origin begins to dissolve, revealing the indescribable beauty of union with the whole. Awakening in silence is the first step to reintegrate with what has never ceased to be.